James Webb Telescope just detected a massive structure older than the universe. The James Webb Telescope, or what most call infrared technology, keeps breaking the internet and the world of space. With all the great inventions James Webb keeps bringing, there is no doubt in the fact that it is one of the most advanced telescopes in human history. As you know, everything comes with a price. NASA spent $10 billion on this telescope, which is probably one of the most expensive space items ever created. However, the immaculate pictures received from the James Webb Telescope in such a short time make the $10 billion worth it. In today's video, we will reveal another of the James Webb Telescope's discoveries. Keep watching to find out more. The James Webb Telescope had already begun uncovering the secrets of our universe when it released its first set of images on July 12, 2022. The James Webb Telescope has a near-infrared camera that helps take photographs of 10 distinct sky areas or NIRCam. Six of these patches are observed by the telescope's near-infrared spectrograph. Before we get into today's topic, let's take a look at a few images James Webb Telescope sent, so you can get an idea of what this beast is capable of. Images received by the James Webb Telescope included images of cosmic cliffs in the Carina Nebula, Southern Ring Nebula, and Stephan's Quiet and exoplanet WASP-06b. These were just the first few images released, and ever since then, the James Webb Telescope has only continued to provide fascinating images that have left astronomers awestruck and shocked. Cosmologists are confused and almost panicked about these images released. Hold on to your horses, we will tell you everything about these images and the reason behind such panic. Well, the reason for this panic is that findings from the James Webb Telescope have not once, twice, but repeatedly challenged the Big Bang Theory. Can you believe it? Challenging the Big Bang Theory is huge, but do you know what the Big Bang Theory is? The Big Bang Theory, in simple words, is the theory about how the universe was created. Now, this is not what everyone believes, but the world of science follows this theory. It explains how, according to the Big Bang Theory, the universe expanded from its initial state of high density and temperature. Then the universe underwent inflation, where it doubled in size to 90 times. Hence, the universe formed matter. Furthermore, the universe created light elements, and protons and neutrons collided to make deuterium. Then, 380,000 years later, the fog finally faded and the universe entered the recombination phase. After recombination, 400 million years later, the universe went dark again during a period of reionization. Finally, during this period, gas clumps collapsed and stars and galaxies formed. This is what the initial theory about how the universe evolved said. However, one thing missing from this theory is when and how the first stars formed. It was this question that scientists and NASA built the James Webb Telescope to answer. As we told you, the Big Bang Theory was humanity's best guess at how the universe started, but scientists doubt their theories due to recent images released by the telescope. Alice Kirkpatrick, an astronomer at the University of Kansas, says the new data gained by the James Webb Telescope has made her question everything she's done for science. Now let's talk about why these modern discoveries challenge the Big Bang. James Webb's telescope's discovery of young galaxies has proven to be too old for the Big Bang Theory. Now, isn't that fascinating? The fact that we could find galaxies that are even older is insane, isn't it? What do you think about this? The images released by the James Webb Telescope showed that the galaxies were getting smaller and smaller, opposite of what the Big Bang Theory would suggest, and with greater mass and luminosity than our own Milky Way. Moreover, the galaxies James Webb is showing are the same size as those near us. This seems odd, doesn't it? Well, this indicates that the universe, like the Big Bang suggested, isn't expanding, and the redshift isn't proportional to distance. This completely changes the way we look at space. Not only this, but the galaxies in new images have a redshift 2 to 3 times greater, which also contradicts the Big Bang Theory of the universe constantly expanding. We must say the James Webb Telescope is one of its kind. Did you think this was it for today's video? Well, certainly not. Dive along as we have more information for you. Now that we know how powerful the James Webb Telescope is, and how it could break modern theories, let's compare the Hubble Telescope and the James Webb Telescope. The Hubble Telescope, in terms of redshift, reached Z equal to 11, and James Webb was able to get Z equal to 13. The Hubble Telescope could detect infrared frequencies, but it had a limit of 400 million years after the universe's beginning. In comparison, James Webb can see way further. Furthermore, according to Eric Lerner and Ricardo Scarpa, we are part of a non-expanding universe. They released results based on the Hubble Space Telescope, which was the largest and most powerful telescope in the world before the invention of the James Webb Telescope. Results from the Hubble telescope had shown that galaxies had a redshift up to 5 that had proved their prediction of a non-expanding universe. So why is the news only confirming it now? They wanted James Webb to confirm it before it became public. Now let's talk about what scientists or Big Bang theorists had expected to see and the details of what they saw. They had expected to see badly mangled galaxies all over the place by multiple collisions and mergers. Joke's on them, because according to the images released by the James Webb Telescope, galaxies were smooth disks and clean spiral forms. In fact, there were about 10 times smoother galaxies than predicted. Now, this is not just random information we are giving you. This challenges our idea about mergers as being a very common process. This data almost destroys the merger theory. More about the James Webb Telescope finds. According to the Big Bang theory, galaxies captured by the James Webb Telescope would be 400 to 500 million old after the universe was created. However, this prediction has proved wrong, as James Webb captured galaxies around 1 billion years ago. This gap is a lot more than any astronomer ever expected. What do you think about this? In fact, some scientists even thought that as the James Webb Telescope went further into space, the number of galaxies would decrease and eventually the telescope would reach dark matter, which would signify the end of the universe. I guess that's just impossible with the universe. You can expect to find anything literally. It's rather scary. One galaxy discovered by James Webb is GXZ2. It is more luminous than the Milky Way and is 300 light-years in radius. This is 150 smaller than the Milky Way itself. This is another reason why the Big Bang theory is considered wrong. However, the images released by the James Webb Telescope are not the only reason the Big Bang might be proved wrong. According to Lerner, the Big Bang makes 16 wrong predictions and 1 correct. This may come as a shock to many who believe in the Big Bang. The prediction of lithium and helium is way off from what James Webb has discovered. The future of the James Webb Telescope. Before we end this video, I'm sure all you curious cats would want to know what more we can expect from the James Webb Telescope. According to our research, the James Webb Telescope will last 10 years. Now you can only imagine the success the James Webb Telescope would make in 10 years. Moreover, more surprising discoveries about exoplanets, the early universe, cloud formation, and much more. According to scientists, this is just the beginning and much more is to come. With science constantly evolving, one can only expect to see more incredible inventions. As for the James Webb Telescope, do you think NASA or the space industry would try to make another telescope that could surpass James Webb? What do you think James Webb would discover next? Whatever it might be, we certainly are very excited about it. Do you believe the theory of the universe is wrong? Do you think these new galaxies would be able to discover new lives? Let us know in the comments below. Lastly, let us know what more videos you would like us to make. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and press the like and subscribe button. While you are at it, don't forget to click the notification bell so YouTube can notify you whenever we drop a new video. Until then, see you soon and goodbye.